Hi, welcome back to my channel. Lady Esther here. My channel is about beauty, skincare, and deep thoughts. And today I'm going to demonstrate the Tom Ford collection. This is my very first Tom Ford product. And I got the 03, we'll just call it 03. Soleil, I can't pronounce it. So this is the lovely palette. It's gorgeous, as you can see. I already used it. And I just wanted to point out just today that I realized how similar this is to the Chanel 314 palette. Look at this. It's pretty similar. The differences are that this lighted shade in the Chanel palette is matte, and this shade, this lightest shade, is not a matte. I think it's like a satin, but it has micro glitter in it. It's more like a topper. And the peachy shades are really similar, and the dark shades are really similar, and then except for this shade is much lighter than that one. So I was surprised when I opened up this palette this morning and realized that I just bought a palette that's quite similar to the Chanel, but yet it's very subtle. There's subtle differences, and I'm still glad that I got the Tom Ford palette. It is really pretty pricey. You get more product in this one than that. I'm not going to go over the fine details of this palette, but you do definitely get more product. And this is $88. And I think this was $62. So anyway, the first one is the Chanel, and then there's the Tom Ford, and then there's the Chanel, there's the Tom Ford, there's the Chanel, there's the Tom Ford, there's the Chanel, there's the Tom Ford. So they're not an exact match, but I think they're pretty. So maybe if you had the Chanel palette, you wouldn't want to get the Tom Ford, but to be honest, I mean, I was shocked at how similar they were, but if I would have realized that before I was going to make this purchase, I kind of think I would have bought this anyway because it's my first Tom Ford purchase. And then the other thing I wanted to show you was I got the glow stick, and this is my first cream product. Here's the highlight. I'm going to put links to a couple of other people's videos that did more in-depth review, because this isn't really meant to be a review. And there's the blush in 03 Megeve. So it looks really dark, but then I'll just do this really quick. So here's the blush and the highlighter, but when you rub it, I put a lot on there, but it blends pretty well, but you have to be careful. I really like the highlighter. I guess I just wouldn't use as much blush on my skin tone, but you just have to be careful not to mess up your foundation when you're applying it. Okay, so I'm going to use a combination of my Sonia G eye pro set and the little brushes that came with the Tom Ford shadow. So I'm going to take the matte shade from this very similar Chanel palette. I'm going to put that all over my lid with the little sponge. Then I'm going to take this, I think it's a Blender Pro, and I'm going to just blend it a little. And then I'm going to take the Tom Ford palette and go in with the medium shade here in my crease. I'm gonna also bring it up a little bit more and try not to stretch out my eyes so much. So for that, I think that's really pretty. I think, what am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna take that down part of my mobile eyelid in the inner corner on both sides. And then I'm gonna put I'm gonna make sure I have enough here. I'm really interested to see how it looks when it's wet. I might try that in a little bit. So I'm gonna take and I'm gonna use this peachy color on the outer corner of my eye. My eyelids are feeling quite dry today. Maybe I should have primed them or something. So there we go. I'm gonna blend a little. So far they look really similar, so you can't really see any difference. So I'm going to take this dark shade and just go back in my crease again. I think I'm gonna switch the brushes now, and I'll take the Sony G Crease Pro and I'm gonna put this dark brown shade in the crease. So I think that's looking kind of pretty. I'm gonna try to put some of this dark brown in the outer corner. I think I need to use a different one. I'm gonna use this Builder Pro and try to go in the outer corner. And then the crease area. And then on the other side. I think I like that. And then I want to line the bottom, and actually I think I'm gonna put some more of the peach color more in the inside. And I'm going to use this Worker Pro, and so I'm going to try to get more coverage, or maybe I should try it wet, and so then I can see how I like that. I think I'm going to try that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Caudalie grape water and I'm going to spray my brush with that. Okay, I've never done this before, so I don't know what's going to happen. Wow, it's interesting. Oh, interesting. It's really nice, I like it. So I think I'm going to take this Pencil Pro and I'm going to wet this one down so I can do this inner corner thing. Oh, I think that's too dark. But I'm gonna try to brush it off here. That's too dark for me. So I will take the sponge and try to clean this up here. I think I'm gonna try to line the bottom, and I'll use the sponge this time. I wet that and try to make sure your palette kind of look wonky when you use it wet. But I'm gonna try to use less water. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the brown and try to line my eyes with that. Oh wow, you have to really be careful when you do this, because it's, and then I'm gonna go on the top to kind of rub some of that off, and then, oh wow. So that is a little bit heavier and a little bit too harsh for me. I'm gonna try to smear it out a little bit. So I'm gonna blend it a little bit more up here. I feel like I need to add something else here. So I'm going to add a little bit more to the top that's dry, the driest shadow, with a brush. I'm going to try a little bit of the peach and this color mixed together. There, I think I like that better. Just a little bit of that. And this one, I think it's actually a topper. It's really sparkly and sheer. So let's see what happens when I do that. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. So I'm going to add more of that. Ooh, actually, that brings everything all together. I like that. That just puts a cast over everything and brings it all together. It's very nice. Okay, I think I'm going to finish up my makeup and I'll be right back. So this is the final look. I put on mascara, Rouge Cocoa Gloss, and my favorite 166 Physical, and I did my eyebrows. So I like it. I think it's really pretty. I just need to work a little bit more on my technique and the wet-dry formula. If you like this video, please be sure to click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. Hit the bell button to be reminded of new videos. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the box below. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.